A lot of you brought this up last time, which is it's always weird how you guys end up bringing up things at the same time. Like whenever I'm like, "Oh, you guys brought it up last time," I literally mean a bunch of you did, and I don't know. Do you guys read each other's minds? But you guys were saying how much what's the word? Is it I don't know if exposition would be the right word. I think that was what was used, but uh, like a lot of descriptors, I guess, or like things that don't necessarily need to be said in the game, like kind of how when like we know the goal of the game, right? Our goal of the game is to fix their relationship, but a lot of the time it keeps telling us that over and over and over and over, and we get it, right? That's just, so I definitely agree. It's not that the game's bad. I think it's pretty fun, but it's like a little weird thing that it has. Or like something so descriptive, it's insane. But though I do like how the game constantly says how attractive Naomi is. It's great. I don't know why I like it. I just think it's fun. But like I said, it's a good game. Just has a lot of that stuff going on, which you guys said, "Ow, my hand," and I agree with. So, captivated by the dust floating in the sunlight along the windowsill, I stare blankly towards the scene outside as the spring leaves flutter on the trees outside. The singing of birds in the distance, bringing a subtle melody into this otherwise silent room. Man, I can't sit in silence. I literally can't. It's possible. I'll go insane. With such a state of tranquility right at my doorstep, it'd be wrong not to delve in thought with such a benign opportunity to do is so now present. See, that was just my brain slowly screeching to a halt, and it's the same old story that's been weaved into my life the past week. The story of two girls' lives in turmoil, as their hearts both bleed with regret over past mistakes and misunderstandings. It's fine. All I could do is question my own position in this story, having constantly been looking in as a bystander. What am I to gain out of this situation? Friendship. A newfound friendship with two of the school's most famous girls? Yes. It's hard to know whether that's what I ever really wanted. I mean, it's not what you wanted, but it's what you got now. Having been given an outlet to pursue some kind of aspiration, I can't help but feel Occam's razor itself shaved away at my own situation as I ponder my own reasoning. I'm with him because I like him, plain and simple. Knowing this, oh my god, the burp, the desire to continue my friendship with both is unquenchable as I stare back at my own reflection in the window as the sun continues to set. Maybe this is what I've been looking for all along. He just finally, man, mulling over the time I spent with him, the thought of getting to know these girls' true selves over such a brief span of time is a bewildering one. Having thought of Kyoko as a meek, shy girl engrossed in learning to only have it shattered by her energetic personality was shocking in and of itself. Now, here I am coming to know Naomi as something similar beneath her brash outward personality. What's true, however, I mean, she's a Soon, what do you want? What's true, however, is that both these girls are still connected by their bonds. Both still cherish them. We love these bonds. Naomi herself being the first to confess to the pain and the regret surrounding what had happened. What had truly happened between them. Seeing her sorrowed face made me realize what it is I really wanted to do all this time. Whew! I wanted to help her. I wanted to make her happy. We're working on it. Having gone such lengths to skip class and prepare lunch for me, It really makes me see her in a new light. And that's how you win my heart, man. Make me lunch. My heart itself choked by newfound feelings, held back by the bondage of my own restraints. To think such a girl could have wanted to hurt Kyoko is impossible. It is. Which is why seeing her resolve to approach her once again is not only breathtaking, but captivating. She's beautiful. As my thoughts continue to well in my mind, the rigid wood of the chair meets my back as I stretch the stiffness out of my muscles. I thought this was like a plastic chair. Shit, man. The evening light continues to seep through the windows before me, lighting up my personal sanctuary dimly as I once again stare towards nature's canvas beyond me. Is it really that good of a view? With the sounds of nature resonating from outside, the state of tranquility is soon disrupted. With chimes from my pocket as my phone shakes about inside. Oh boy, I guess answering it will give me something to do, cause I guess I really just sit here and fucking do nothing while in my room. Who's unknown? I mean, I know, you know what I mean. I mean, who would be coming up as unknown? Staring at the screen as the phone continues to ring, the absence of any recognizable name is more than enough to pique my wavering interest. Besides Naomi and Kyoko, I can't really imagine anyone else who'd call me at this hour. One swift tap on the screen is all that it'll take to find out. Is it going to be Sai? Because that's like the only other one I could think of. Well, I guess our bro, too. Hello?
Hello, is this the Pizza Palace?
Oh my god. Pizza Palace? What kind of name is that?
Wait, is this who I think it is?
What the fuck? Chitose from class, what the shit are you...
I didn't know you worked at Pizza Palace.
I don't, but now I want pizza. I don't. You're on my cell. Frankly, I'd argue the term cell phone is becoming dated. Yet right now, I can hardly consider it a major concern. On the other end of the line is one of the classmates, who I fondly recall calling me a loser. You know what? I might be a loser, but I got nothing.
I must have typed it in wrong.
Fucking Pizza Palace.
Anyway, I haven't got time for this. Have fun with Kyoko.
Why are you saying it like that? You're so bitchy about it. Like, goddamn. Wait. Chitose remains on the line, now permeating with a brief moment of silence. What's your problem with her? Damn. Ever since her scathing attacks against me, I couldn't help but think about Kyoko's own relationship with our classmates. Having seen the extent of which the rumors surrounding her have gone, it's something I can't stop myself from asking.
I don't have one.
And why are you being such a bitch?
It's just...
Yeah?
You've heard the rumors, right?
Yeah, rumors are rumors. They don't mean they're true.
How could someone like her show up the rest of the team by cheating?
Oh my god.
Someone like her doesn't deserve to be by not...
Whoa, nah, hold on there. Naomi, I can't consider that surprising. Given her popularity, it's not unreasonable that such speculation surrounding their relationship has ignited the flames of gossip ever since that race. If people truly think Kyoko cheated, Naomi's diehard fans surely have something to say about it. Chitose must be one of them.
It's nothing. Just...
I will end all of you.
I'll see you in class tomorrow. Probably.
Probably. Okay, bye, I guess. Pizza Palace. Falling into silence once again, our call ends with nothing but confusion lingering within the depths of my mind. It's strange to think how much influence two fairly ordinary girls have over the rest of the students in the school. Chitose probably likes Naomi, as many people do. It's a feeling I can understand. Regardless, as the evening sky continues to fade into darkness, exhaustion itself catches up with me as I once again crack my joints and stretch. Ooh, with a new day ahead, anticipation for the future swells in my heart as the rhythmic path of my life continues in some undefined direction. No matter what lies before me, there's no doubt in my mind that it'll be interesting. Maybe I could convince Naomi to make me lunch again. Shit, man, she'll probably do it just because. Like, you didn't have to ask last time. She just did it. That's probably how you're gonna work it. Look, fuck these students. They're all assholes. Fucking rumors, man. I hate them. Wish my name was still on the board. With the end of day bell chiming methodically once more, a familiar sound breaking apart the silence of the classroom brain. Our day is brought to an official end with a few departing words from the teacher.
I want you all to have finished this by next week.
God damn.
A procrastinating populace damages the country, you know.
I mean, I had something to say, but then it kind of just like flew out the window. That window specifically. In retrospect, I should probably submit a formal apology to the local prefectural office for all the harm I've caused. Finishing his sentence with his own sigh of relief, the class burst out into a chorus as conversations and gossip reemerge out from the hearts of my classmates. I said our classmates. Words and thoughts inhibited by the school routine, now out of the wild once more. As the afternoon light seeps through the glass windows of the room, I can't help but think how predictable the scenario really is. Ending my day with the warmth of the sun caressing my cheeks, as I ponder how to approach the small brunette bundle of energy sitting at the front of the room. The girl known as Kyoko Ishikawa.
Hey, what are you doing tonight?
There's a new show on. I really want to watch it.
How you get your pizza palace, bitch?
You sure? You know we have midterms soon, right?
They don't care.
What's the point? We all know who's going to top them.
So? What does that matter? What matters is you doing good. Listening to the passing gossip as I make my way towards Kyoko's chair, I can't help but agree with the voices passing through the cultured sounds of the room. Yet I can't help but feel she'd be disappointed if I didn't put some effort in either. Oh.
Hey, what are you doing tonight?
Ah, shit. I don't know. Why do you care? Damn.
But you're supposed to study.
Why would I respond this way? Or at least something like that. What, because she's a nerd? As people before me weave out and around desks toward the door, I find myself skirting through my classmates to finally approach Kyoko's desk. At the end of the day, it's another trip to the science club. Despite things starting to come to a close, a sinking feeling tugs at the bottom of my heart, dragging it further down into a sea of thought I can't escape from. Until Naomi actually decides to approach Kyoko, all I can do is ride this wave of tranquility and enjoy my time with her without involving myself in their relationship. You excited for the club? I just don't show up like super excited sounding.
What?
Turning her head sharply to face me, a jolt of surprise rushes through Kyoko as she shakes her back in her seat, eyes widen with fright. The hell's wrong with you?
Nothing.
I
was just about to ask you that. That's all.
Sure. You didn't even know I was here.
Before I turned around, you could have been. It's a quantum superposition.
I wish I knew what that meant. Of what now?
You're either behind me or not until I check.
Ah, it's like the cat in the box thing. Once again, a communications barrier between me and little Miss Einstein. Regardless, as she stands before me complacently with her rosy cheeks puffed out in a pout, I can know for sure that she's proud of herself.
You're excited though, right?
I mean, I showed up and I was like, hey, I brought it up first. Yeah, sure. Now he's less excited.
Great, let's go.
Fucking Naomi's just in there waiting. Just fucking ambushes. Stepping out from her desk, Kyoko looks toward me with a grin plastered on her cute whittle face. An adorable sight of friendship lightening up the room. At least metaphorically. Given the time we spent together, I can't help but cherish the sight of her smile. A contrast to the woes she's been carrying all too long. I can only pray that things go well with Naomi. As she bats her hair behind her back, stroking it gently as it frays out beautifully, like a chocolate fountain. Dude, I could go see a chocolate fountain. She lifts her head up, peering briefly towards me before breaking contact once again. Taking the step forward, Kyoko joins me at my side as we venture out together into a crowded corridor. To the science...
Finally, we get to go home. I hate economics.
Bitch, you interrupted me. To the science room!
What happened to your basketball training?
That? Oh, right.
Oh my god.
Well, skipping a day can't hurt, can it?
That's what they always say. Listening to the intermediate chatter, or intermittent brain, not intermediate, that's totally different. Chatter as I weave through the crowds with Kyoko, my mind returns to a state of thought as the girl to my side remains in her own silent trance. She's probably thinking. A girl captivated by the mysteries of the world, prodding them with her inquisitivity, looking out for results. Ooh, burp. For a scientist, she certainly prioritizes fun over actual knowledge. That's how it... Oh my god, oh no. Don't tell me I got the hiccups. I'm not sure what she gets out of doing our experiments besides the thrill of possibly burning the school down. Sachi, no. Such a thought makes me ponder where her profound energy was directed before she joined the club. Before she was kicked off the track team. She was on the track team. That's where all the energy was. When she was with Naomi instead of me. The thought of her dark hair rustling from the speed of her sprinting down the track, adorned in traditional bloomers and shirt, and she doesn't seem like a spats type of girl. Yet as much as she seems to want to cherish the time she spent with Naomi, taking the final steps to bring them together is no longer in my hands. It's in Naomi's hands now. Unless they do like a super surprise and Kyoko's like, look, I want to talk to her. We're like, oh shit. Catching glimpses of Kyoko's cheerful expression reflected from the glass panes skirted down the corridor. A calm feeling washes over me, a sense of solidarity. Despite the troubles in her school life, she skips cheerfully down the corridor with a smile adorned on her cute face. No real care in the world. Inside, she's hurt, yet somehow content with the life she's living. Most people. Happy she can rummage through her heart to find some kind of fun in her daily life. You always gotta find the silver lining. This is one of my mantras. Arriving at the labs, Kyoko turns toward me, her brunette lock of hair gliding through the air. She now faces me. I'm just watching it, and it's like in slow motion. Happiness coating her face, her lips curled up into a smile as a rosy bloom caresses her cheeks. It's this image which has kept me here.
We're here.
I can see that. I know that. Do you need a hand setting stuff up today? Nah, I never need help. With the time itself continuing to pass, I had to at least engage myself in club activities at some point.
Yeah. I'd really like that.
Wait, you actually want my help? What?
We need the Bunsen burners and the measuring cylinders. I'll get the beakers.
I'm surprised. Haphazardly lifting her lab coat from a nearby chair and squeezing into it, Kyoko makes her way to a set of drawers at the far end of the room. squatting down to find the beakers. Despite it being a sight, I can't ignore the task handed down to me. Unless I do. Gripping the slender handles of a nearby cupboard, I scout the rest of the equipment as Kyoko hums diligently in the background. Living life like this, it's not all that bad.
Could you get some universal indicator? I'll handle the more serious stuff.
Ah, hell. Given her track record, ruining her clothes and blasting the room with a blitz of smoke, you'd think I'd be the one trusted with the hazardous stuff. Yet as clumsy as she is, Kyoko's far outmatches my own. Is that supposed to be intellect? I can't even tell the difference between a compound and a molecule. Oh yeah, that's supposed to be intellect. Intellect. Sure. As time washes over us, I continue onwards, watching Kyoko frantically scurry around the room as she continues setting up a makeshift experiment. Each time we come here, things continue to get more and more complex as she maintains the same upbeat smile on her face. Lips curled up in joy as they glisten in the ever-sinking sun as afternoon turns to evening.
I think I need a break. I'm thirsty.
I'm always thirsty. And I don't mean in the way that, you pervs think I mean. What about the experiment?
I can do that later. I really want some juice.
What kind of juice? I would go back to the orange juice, the apple juice. What happened to the drink for intellectuals you had before?
The school doesn't sell them. And I drink the rest.
Jesus. You sure that's good for you?
Of course. But juice is even better. You want some?
Yes. I'm okay, thanks. You son of a bitch.
But we could share some.
Oh, God. I'll think about it, indirect kiss and all. Looking towards me with a wry smile, Kyoko walks back towards the door as she unsheathes herself from her lab coat. Regardless of her wearing it, I can't help but find her cute. Her behavior channeling her inner well of eccentricity as she bursts out each sentence joyfully. From the outside, nobody would think she'd be carrying so much pain. Finishing off by running her fingers through her hair, Kyoko gestures towards the door as we make our way out into the corridor once again. Dude, I'm expecting to run into Naomi or something. Like, I'm preparing my asshole for the clenching. A duo on a journey to quench our thirst, but it's not as if I'm particularly thirsty. It doesn't matter, you'd still drink something, Yet as Kyoko sways her arms by her sides as we stroll down the now empty halls, I can't help but appreciate that this really has become routine. Ooh. Pushing the doors to the cafeteria open, the two of us walk inside, greeted by a state of silence as the room remains as empty as the corridors. I'm fucking waiting for it. I guess at this time of day, what with people either in clubs or, where they should be at home, we can actually cherish each other's company a little bit more than usual.
Do you want a juice? I'll buy you one.
Say yes this time. Once again, peering towards me with a beam, Kyoko's cheeks remain mildly flustered as she anticipates my response. Her faint breathing, still noticeable amidst the silence. Her mouth ajar as she tries to capture herself within our awkward state. I'm okay. God fucking damn it. You suck. If I'm thirsty, I'll just have a sip of yours. Damn. Hold on.
That's good with me. But you're my friend. I want to buy you one.
Jesus, just let her buy one.
You've stuck with me. You haven't quit the club.
Oh.
That's more than I can ask for.
Eyes now facing the floor with a saddened expression still visible on her delicate face. I can't help but feel bad for not accepting her offer. She clearly wants to make something up to me despite not owing me anything. Okay, if you insist, I'll have a soda. You asshole. A soda. You picked the one thing that'll make my acid reflux go out of whack. You could have picked fucking apple juice. Because actually, orange juice doesn't help with the acid reflux either, because citrus. Oh, hell. I might as well just die.
Not an orange juice? That's my favorite.
Oh, I mean, I'd still drink it. I'm not a kid. What do you mean? You don't have to be a kid to enjoy orange juice. I'm getting mad.
High school students can enjoy juice too.
This guy's pissing me off. With a pout, Kyoko lifts her arms to her chest in rejection of my stance, eyes fixed toward my own with some kind of emotional dissonance as she continues to breathe heavily in anger. Maybe you can. You're pretty childlike after all. Wow, hold on there.
I'm not. I'm a mature woman.
Moving my eyes down slowly, I can't really think of any part of her that could be called mature. That's you pervert, baka, ecchi, space marines. Showing her back to me with mock detest, Kyoko approaches the vending machine almost timidly as she looks around for our drinks.
There it is.
Slapping the button with enthusiasm like that fucking meme where the hand's about to hit the button. A small can is quickly grabbed by the machine and falls down into the slot below, shortly followed by another. The prior discontent on her face, it's just now gone. As she turns back to me with a grin, extending out my soda in fervorous flash. In a fervor. Fuck!
Here.
Oh boy. Thanks. We're awkward. Turning her side towards me, Kyoko looks away sheepishly as she opens the seal to her juice, placing her lips against the rim as she gently takes sip after sip. As we idle at the side of the hall, it doesn't take long for both of us to finish our drinks as the sun ever looms through the windows. Damn, how have we not had a Naomi encounter yet? Making a makeshift signal, that time has probably passed a little too much. Yet I don't see either of us having a problem with that. Engrossed in our own company, the two of us walk leisurely through the doors, prolonging our time together as the club comes to an end. The experiment we were supposed to have done now is at the back of our minds. The single clank of my can hitting the bottom of the trash can, being the only sound calling out as the two of us bask in each other's company. No words needed as we happily make our way down the corridor. Dude, I'm telling you, that's when I would have had some sort of confrontation. That's what I thought it was leading to. It felt like it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. Maybe I'm not as guru as I thought I was. Slicing through the rays of sunlight, warmth greets my skin with the evening now settling in. Kyoko and I side by side, making our way back to the labs to finish our day off. A state of silence, bar the typical idle sounds throughout the school, remains unbroken as we continue our approach towards the club. Our footsteps maintaining steady percussion, without any particular melody to sport, no real direction, but not being lost either. Taking one last look to my side, a very familiar smile stays upon Kyoko's face. Look at these little cheekies. Her cheeks rosy in the setting sun, lights flickering in her chestnut eyes as she looks on without any real direction of her own. I'd hardly asked about her ambition, her dreams. Still without paying much attention to my own. The thoughts of the future now faded as a new routine bloomed within the present. That shouldn't stop your dreams, but we have no dreams, so a blossom of activity flowering my day-to-day life. That is, in of itself, it's acceptable for now.
Did you have fun today?
But all we did was get drinks. We didn't even do the experiment.
Did you have fun today?
Oh my god. In a way, spending time with her is still fun. Yeah, I did.
Good.
most dysfunctional club. Joyfully skipping along, Kyoko lags behind as I approach the door to the lab. The door, left slightly ajar, lets out the light from inside as the sound of footsteps stops behind me. Wait, it was open? You left it open, right?
What? No. Why would I do that?
Ah, this is when they're doing it. Okay, see, I knew it was coming. I don't know. Just in case anyone wanted to show up to join? Taking a step forward, Kyoko remains behind me as I look through the thin gap into the room. In all honesty, I wouldn't have been surprised if it was a teacher inside. Yet the sight that greets my eyes certainly is a surprise. Uh-huh. See? I am the guru! The guru! Well, considering what happened last time, you know, like, it completely makes sense that she would actually try to be here, or at least try to fucking talk. A flowing lock of auburn hair, a pure white shirt, and a skirt slightly ruffled by the breeze from the open window. A slight glint of sweat against her skin as she idles at a nearby desk, arms crossed characteristically as her eyes face down towards the door. Alright, I got a plan. I'm gonna push Kyoko in and lock the door and then run away. Naomi. Taking no heed of my presence, she continues to aimlessly look around the lab as she stands complacently waiting for for presumably our return. She must have known we'd left. A glum look coats her face as she looks away to peer towards another part of the room. A visible look of nervousness as her faint shaking ruffles the cuffs of her shirt.
Is anyone there?
Yes. I mean, I'm not sure. You son of a bitch! Be more helpful! Keeping my voice low, Kyoko works her way around behind me, the side of Naomi, still obscured by my back. The presence of Naomi is a clear indication she wants to settle things now, to overcome the issues in the past and rebuild the bonds between them. Yet somehow, having been involved in this too, a mutual feeling of nervousness now works its way through my body.
Let's go inside. If anyone's there, we can greet them.
Yeah, we can do just that. Shit. Squeezing her way past me, the warmth of her body contrasts against the chill flowing down my spine as Naomi turns her head to face us, a melancholic look shifting into one of shock. What is she gonna do? Just be like, hey, Zuko here. Is that how we're gonna play this? Shit. Alright. Now, what I need to do, since I'm literally useless in any other situation, I need to block the door with my body so Kyoko can't escape. Or Naomi can't escape, even though she willingly put herself in this position. Because they need to hash this out, and I don't want anyone running away. Despite having grown close to Naomi, I didn't expect her to bear witness to her redemption in person. Well, I didn't expect to bear witness to her redemption. I didn't expect her to want me to see this. As silence spans the room, the two girls continue gazing inquisitively towards each other. Dude, I would just be happy if it just ended with like just this moment, like they're looking at each other and then they just start hugging or something. I don't know. I'm cheesy sometimes. I missed you so much. You know what I mean? Both of their faces progressing slowly towards woe as the other's presence begins settling in. Block the door. Do it. With Naomi's expression stuck in a mix of sad, I almost said sand, of sad and embarrassed, Kyoko's own begins to turn into one of sullen resentment as she steps forward. Hold on. Uncharacteristically taking the first steps to speak up.
What are you doing here?
God damn.
I just wanted to say something.
We're getting harsh already, huh? My own emotions riled, nervousness filling my heart as the situation begins to unfold. I called Kyoko. It might have been a misunderstanding, so come on, Kyoko. Naomi's own voice remains composed as Kyoko glares toward her, almost in anger. No, stop! No anger! Even though I usually condone anger. The chains of her past breaking as the pain inside her sets free. Maybe we all just need to let it all off our chest. A girl usually cheerful, energetic, and happy, now resenting the person standing before her. The source of her suffering.
What is there to say?
A lot, actually. Anger seeping from her voice, Kyoko remains frozen as Naomi fidgets timidly with her hair, eyes still locked onto the floor. Never would I have imagined such a complete personality swap.
I wanted to talk to you.
Damn. Catching a glimpse of Kyoko's pain as she briefly turns to me, my own interpretation of the situation. She continues forward as the emotions inside her spiral out of control. No, you gotta keep them on lock.
Really? You want to talk? After what you did, you want to talk?
I mean, Kyoko, calm down. I want to do something about this. I want them both to be happy. Well, fucking stop being useless. But as much as I've been there for them, this is something they should decide on their own. Damn it! I could actually be helpful! Fuck! Knowing I'm involved with... would shatter Kyoko's heart. Yet bringing them this moment was a risk I had to take. The passion in Naomi's heart convinced me that she's not a bad person. Regardless of the past, I want them to have a future together. Though Kyoko's own emotions sink faster into dejection as tears well beneath her hazel eyes, a feeling reflected in Naomi's own. She's taking it more okay than Kyoko is right now. Looking towards her, she opens her mouth slowly before beginning to unleash feelings locked at the depths of her heart.
Please. Is that too much to ask?
Okay, now they're both just breaking down.
It's not what you think. Really.
Oh boy. Tears streaming down her reddened cheeks. The light catches them like diamonds as Naomi wipes away the shiny allure. Her skin glossed with a mix of sweat and teardrops. Nervousness and sadness pushed into one. As their sentiment tugs on my heartstrings, the scene continues to unfold before my very eyes. All I can do is watch the pained history between two old friends unravel through teardrops and resentment. Look, stop inner monologuing and let them talk.
You came here to destroy our friendship, didn't you? Just like you did ours.
Damn! That's not it at all. Granted, I have been spending more time with Naomi, but that's because I've been trying to help. But...
didn't.
Fucking just...
Can't you just leave me alone?
No.
That's not... I can't.
I'm gonna have to step in, man. They're not fucking... Nothing's progressing. Nothing's happening. A flood of tears seep from their faces, their inner feelings unleashed through strained words and sniffles. Stray breaths, tight grips, shaking bodies. The embodiment of sadness itself as Naomi's nails dig into her skin. Ow. And Kyoko clenches her wrist.
You don't understand!
It's true, she doesn't. Yell at her. Oh, God, did you just run? Set in a flurry of tears, the image of Naomi's sullen face flashes past me as her presence disappeared. God! I'm triggered. Just fucking say... Look, just tell her what the fuck happened, okay? Look, it was a misunderstanding, and... Nothing but the feeling of her hair brushing as beside me left against my arm. I'm so upset right now. As her cries begin to dim, the sound of her footsteps as she runs further into the distance. The pain inside my heart continues to grow as the thumping gets harder and harder to bear. I didn't want this to happen. I can't let her be alone, not after all we've been through. I'll be back in a minute. Just fucking runs after. My heart pounding in my burp chest. The difficulty of the choice evident enough. I leave Kyoko behind. The last image of her tear-soaked face sticking shortly in my mind as I chase after Naomi's pain cries. After all I've gone through with Naomi, the feeling deep inside me is enough to tell me what to do. You should have fucking done something anyway. To know I don't want to see her upset. Snippets of classroom doors and windows fly through my vision as I sprint down the corridor, my breathing increasingly strained as I reach the staircase. Her wail is barely getting any louder. No wonder she's on the track team. Now's not the time for jokes. Trotting down the stairwell, all I can do is hope I don't lose her. I have to push on. The cool air meeting my now flustered face. The sight of Naomi running in the distance meets my eyes. Her auburn hair flowing as she sprints onwards toward the gym. Cries now settle against the orchestra of nature with a splash of the urban cacophony of the brains of the... Naomi! Wait! And my call's unheeded. All I could do is chase after her once more as the doors to the gym slam shut. Either nobody's in there or she's brazen enough to run into a hall crying. The beating of my heart tells me what I must do. Like he's literally just busts open the door, just bursting into the gym. The space around us echoes back the sound of the doors slamming open, the sound of Naomi's cries. We're the only ones here. I figured as much. Slowing to a stop, Naomi bows slightly to catch her breath, one which remains ragged and strained. Naomi.
What do you want?
Damn, I didn't even do anything. That's true, I didn't do anything. Sadness seeping through her voice. Naomi turns toward me, cheeks soaked with teardrops as they continue to fall from her ocean eyes. I don't want to see you like this.
It's not like I can help it. It's over. All of it.
It's not. Oh, you didn't even...
All I wanted was to get her back. My friend. And now I've made it worse.
You made it worse because you didn't say anything. All you did was shout, I don't understand, or you don't understand, and just ran away. That's not how you do this. You hash it out. I get it, emotions, but still.
All I'll ever be. Just the popular girl. The track star.
And then we're just like, not to me. Oh my god.
Do you think I want that? All I want is the past. But there's no point anymore.
There's always a point. I don't see you like that. Sniffling once more, Naomi raises her head to meet my own. A look of woe plastered on her face as her eyes point toward me sharply.
What do you see me as?
I see you as a friend. Honestly, how could you not think that? You can't just give up. Not after all we've been through. All you've been through. I'll talk to Kyoko. I'm sure we could convince her. You motherfucker. You barely done anything. You're my friend, whether you like it or not. Damn.
Really? You see me like that?
Of course. Huggles! What I always want! Dude, he's gotta put his arms around her too. She needs the comfort at the moment. Stepping forward slightly, the last glimpse of Naomi's face flashes in my mind as I find myself locked between her arms. The warmth of her body now seeping through to my own as she pressed herself against me. A hug. He instantly comments, You're
You think I didn't know that?
Your chest is really large. Please stop hugging. Teardrops falling against my shoulders. Naomi's voice crosses the thin gap between her lips and my ears as her hair brushes past my cheeks. Her own still moist as she rests against my neck. The two of us now closer than ever before.
I see you as a friend too. It's been hard for me to say that.
It's okay, Naomi. You made me lunch. That's really all you needed. That's all you needed to do.
But it's true. No jokes this time.
Holding me tightly, her body shakes slightly with every word, each trace of nervousness evident as she continues to press against me. The pains of loneliness let out with each and every agonizing breath, her warmth caressing my skin as she catches herself in a moment's rest. A gentle heart, yet very heavy heartbeats.
Most people, they just want me for my looks, my talents, my anything.
Like,
Nobody wants me. For me.
but like, isn't that you? You're talented. You were attractive. He didn't say it. The fact isn't hard to say, but I guess having her pushing her weight against me, our bodies locked in an embrace, I can't help but hold my tongue.
That's not who I am. You know that. All I've done is been selfish. Insult you, be mean, but that's not me. That's not what I meant.
I know.
That's not who I am.
Shh.
But you still stayed by me.
Through thin or thin? Thick or thin, huh? Thin or thin? Why did I say that? Breaking the clasp of her arms, breaking our embrace, Naomi takes a step backwards, wiping away her tears as her cheeks glisten in the ambient light. A small smile visible through the blinding light, her cheeks peachy against a spring breeze passing through the open doors.
That's why. I'm glad to have you as a friend.
And if worse comes to worse, who knows? You might not end up getting Kyoko back as a friend, but at least you'll have gained a new one, I guess. Silver lining. Well, perking her head upwards, the woe-ridden face I'd first seen standing before me is nowhere to be found. Instead, contentful as their eyes peer back towards my own, my face barely visible as the reflection of her world glistens within them. I'm glad to have you as a friend, too. That's why I stayed, I guess. It wasn't just Kyoko. It wasn't just solving their problems. Despite that challenge still being before us, the reason I stayed was much simpler.
You know, I don't hate you.
I know. I'm pretty sure after that outburst, it was kind of apparent.
Well, it's true. I told you, didn't I?
I guess, but if you were to list all my flaws, you'd have a field day.
Of course. I'm on the field enough as it is. We don't just use the gym, you know? But I don't hate you.
And that's all that matters.
Friendship isn't without flaws, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. I've learned that by now. I'd lost sight of who I was by focusing on my own.
But some might see your flawed side attractive. It's not just about who you see yourself as, you know?
You're right.
Dot.
Anyway, I should probably head home. I need time to think.
At least I made her feel a little better.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Friend. Turning off towards the doors, part of me feels like I should have said something. But as I watch her copper hair swaying gently in the wind as she steps outside, a subtle skip in her step, I can't really see her being that fazed. The thought of her smile still fresh on my mind, her warmth against my body. I can't help but savor the moment as she disappears further into the fading sunlight. A captivating girl, flaunting her beauty as if it were nothing. She's not even doing anything. The reality of her actions looming over her, a thorn in her everyday life. She can't change her past. Yet, with a heart like hers, she can certainly strive to make up for her mistakes. In doing so, she can move forward towards a brighter future. One with Kyoko. One with me. Together. Man, I hope we... oh, okay, I guess I'll fade away into the darkness. Oh, shit! Kyoko! I gotta leave it right there. God damn it. That's too good. That's like a cliffhanger. Sort of. I can only handle so much stress and fucking triggering. I guess maybe I'm too blunt of a person. I don't know. Like, I feel like if you need to hash something out, you know, be in the goddamn, like, between somebody, you don't try to mince words. Even if you're feeling emotional, you just gotta let the words you need to say out rather than doing what happened. Where Kyoko was clearly getting upset and Naomi was overwhelmed by it, but she couldn't say what she needed to say, so it all just kind of came tumbling down. That's literally what happened, and that shouldn't have happened. And I don't know, I got a little salty about it, but at least we got another tender moment out of it, which is nice. And hopefully, maybe next time, we can actually talk to Kyoko a little bit more, rather than being essentially useless like we have been this whole time.